What's up, YouTube? This is Samkind4, and today I'm coming at you with a contest response for Fighton52. James, one hell of a dude. He's got this great contest together where he wants you to put together your YouTube. You were to put together your, what YouTubers you would want to play softball with on a team. That's what he's wanting to hear. I'm going to leave the link below. You can watch that video. He'll explain it to you. But before I get to that, there's something I want to comment on. You guys have heard me talk about my fantasy baseball team on here a couple of times. Well, last week I played Will, Dawkins 311. And he beat me so bad. I'm talking as bad as you could beat somebody in fantasy baseball. This is how badly he whooped me, and he loved it. That's why he's not on my team. So just know that, Will. That's why you didn't make the team. Loved it. Okay, so on to the contest. I'm getting crushed right now, guys. Crushed by everybody. My starting pitcher for my softball team, which is going to be way better than my fantasy team. Starting pitcher, the RBI Crew 7 Sports Card Shop. Now, I got 3 guys in here for this one. I know, this is way out of the parameters that I was supposed to be working with, but Ryan, Neil, and Tyson Magnorn, these are going to be my big hurlers. I figured that they could hurl, so I got them. My closer is the man, RC Cola, one of my good buddies, and he's going to be the closer because he always closes with the bro code, which is a guide to tell you how to be good to your brothers, and we need some goodness to our brothers, especially in this community, if we want to keep it going. Know what I mean? Anyway, my catcher is going to be none other than the Johnny Bench super collector himself, Michael Jericho 941 IMI. That guy, he's probably he is my very first friend that I ever made on YouTube. And I still love talking to him to this day. And, yeah, I mean, he seemed like the right guy for the catching role. My first baseman, okay, now, I had to get kind of strategic here, because I knew I wanted this guy on my team, just in case I couldn't finish my 40 or something, you know what I mean? JW Smitty 80 is my first baseman. And I saw Jason's video, and he made it sound like he thought Smitty might have some mobility issues, and I kind of thought the same thing. Probably going to give up some errors, so in thinking about that, I put my second baseman as Mikey Mo 1111. That's because you got Mike and Aaron there, and I figured they're both going to be out there on second base. They come as a package, and that's a package deal there. So they're both going to be on second base. I figure Aaron can play a little bit out, deep and pick up some of Smitty's slack, and that will definitely be needed. So those guys are going to be my second base, Smitty, first base, third base. Good buddy of mine, David Smith, Cal Ripken fan. I love this guy to death. Such a good dude, and he's a big guy. I guarantee he can put a shellacking on that ball like you have never seen before. David Smith, Cobra 10 SVT, my third baseman. My shortstop, a guy who collects every shortstop to ever play the game of baseball. Sickterford 2024. He's going to be my shortstop. I'm not too sure how well he's going to be able to hit. And I'm not too sure how well he's going to be able to field. But damn it, he's a good time, so he's on the team. Okay. Now my right fielder, my left fielder My left fielder, that goes to you, James. You got the left field spot. Now, there's a good reason for this. I know you could probably bring some power with the bat, but I also got my center fielder as Andrew Wormburn 509. This dude is probably one of the slickest dudes on YouTube. Slicker than snot, you might say. So I got the two Northwestern guys of those two positions. So it just seemed right that I brought in a new guy, a top prospect, if you will. John's Jar 8, Jared. Andrew's good buddy. I figure they're going to have some good communication. I don't want any Johnny Damon, Damian Easley, face-to-face collisions going on out there. So we need some good chemistry going on. So I think the Northwest holding it down up there in the outfield is going to work for me. That's what I got with that. My DH is a guy who not only could spank the ball, he would spank it. That's why I have him as my DH. But he can also cook a mighty fine meal. And that is Matt, Partly Cloudy, 531. My mascot is going to be none other than, and a lot of you guys have said this, and for good reason, is going to be Tommy Golf 85. Now, why? Why, you ask? Hey, Spitty! Hey, Spitty, I'm in the bag, baby! Tommy. Mascot for sure. Now, I threw in an extra one here, and it wasn't because he started to get into his list like he was going to do it like this, because you see him with that microphone sometimes, and I know this guy can market the hell out of the team. So my radio personality, the voice of my team, is going to be AR Falcon 77. Now, we win the championship, you still get a ring, buddy. You still get a ring. My ringer? Well, who else would you think my ringer would be? Jerry? Jerry.